This message is for you, and don't you dare skip it. God says, I am placing this word directly into your hands because you have been crying, questioning, and doubting yourself. You keep asking, does he love me? If he does, why is she still there? And the answer burns inside of you because you feel the love, you feel the connection, yet you see the shadow of another woman still clinging to his world. God says, listen closely, because this is the hard truth about his heart, and if you run from it, you will stay trapped in confusion, wasting your tears on someone who has already shown you who he is. Don't try to escape this message. Don't close your eyes to it. This is heaven's intervention, pulling you out of the storm you don't even know is swallowing you alive. God says, he does love you, but love without loyalty is not enough. Love without clarity is not enough. Love that keeps you in second place is not love that builds, it is love that breaks. He may feel deep emotions for you, he may hold you in his thoughts at night, he may whisper words that sound like forever, but if she is still in his life, if her presence still lingers, then his heart has not fully chosen. And when a man has not chosen, you will always be the one waiting. Waiting for him to call, waiting for him to leave her, waiting for him to finally step up. God says, you were never created to be someone's waiting room. Don't tell yourself lies just to soothe your heart. Don't tell yourself he will change tomorrow, or next week, or next year, while your soul slowly dies in uncertainty. You deserve the kind of love that clears the path, that removes every distraction, that does not hold on to you with one hand while gripping another with the other hand. God says, his love for you may be real, but real love that does not act is a silent betrayal. He is showing you who he is by the way he still keeps her there. Don't ignore the signs, don't excuse the excuses. This is the hard truth, he is in love with you, but he is still tangled with her. And if you stay, you will carry the weight of both his indecision and her shadow. God says, I need you to understand, sometimes a man can love two people, but he cannot commit to two. Love becomes divided, loyalty becomes shattered, and the woman with the purest heart ends up suffering the most. And you, my beloved, are the one with the purest heart. You are the one who prayed for him, forgave him, stood by him, and gave him more than he gave you. But she is still there because he has not let go. And if he has not let go by now, how much longer do you think you should wait? God says, don't let your desire to be loved blind you to the truth. A man who is in love with you but still entertains another is a man whose love is weak. Weak love will not carry you through storms. Weak love will not protect you when temptations arise. Weak love will not fight for you when the choice must be made. If he truly wanted you and only you, nothing and no one would stand in his way. His actions would align with his words. His loyalty would match his love. But instead, you are left holding pieces of promises while she still sits in a corner of his world. That is not your portion. That is not what God wrote in his book for you. God says, your worth is higher than this. I did not design you to be the almost, the maybe, or the someday. You are not a secret. You are not a backup. You are not an option on the side of his confusion. You are a daughter of the Most High, deserving of a love so clear it silences every doubt. Stop begging for love where loyalty does not exist. Stop telling yourself you can wait this out until he finally lets her go. What if he never does? What if she remains a ghost that forever haunts your relationship? Will you sacrifice your joy for a man who cannot sacrifice his distractions for you? This is God speaking. He's in love with you, but she's still there, and as long as she is there, his heart is not yours alone. You cannot heal him into loyalty. You cannot love him enough to erase her. That is a choice only he can make, and the longer you wait, the deeper your heartbreak becomes. You must see this now, before years slip through your fingers. God says, the reason you feel torn is because his words and his actions do not match. His lips say, "You are the one," but his life says, "I am still divided." And divided love is dangerous. It will eat at your spirit, it will erode your confidence, it will make you question your own worth. That is why I am bringing you this message today, because you prayed, you begged me to show you the truth, and here it is. This is the truth. Don't run from it. Don't twist it. Don't cover it up. Accept it, because acceptance is the first step to freedom. God says, I know you love him. I know you dream of a life with him. I know you believe he is your soulmate. But love is not proven by words, it is proven by choice. And if he still chooses to let her linger, then he has not chosen you fully. If he is truly yours, he will come back to you with clarity, with loyalty, with action that proves his heart has matured. But until then, I need you to guard your heart. Stop pouring all of yourself into someone who cannot even pour out all of himself for you. God says, this is not punishment. This is protection. I am not trying to steal love from you. I am trying to give you love that is whole, love that is pure, love that will never make you question whether you are enough. Stop crying over what he won't do, and start listening to what I am showing you. The fact that she is still there is not an accident, it is the evidence you asked me for. I am showing you the truth because I love you too much to let you stay blind. You can keep holding on, but know this, the longer you hold on to half love, the longer you delay the love I have prepared for you. You cannot step into the blessing of a man who will choose you completely while you are chained to the one who will not. God says, you deserve a man who says, it's only you, and proves it by the way he lives. You deserve a man who shuts every door to his past and opens every door to your future. You deserve peace, not chaos. You deserve certainty, not confusion. You deserve joy, not endless heartbreak cycles. Don't skip this, because this is your confirmation. You have been asking, Lord, what do I do? Lord, show me the truth. And I am telling you now, he may be in love with you, but as long as she's still there, his heart is not yours to carry. And you must decide if you will keep waiting in pain, or if you will step into the freedom I am offering you. God says, I know this hurts. I know it feels like losing him means losing a part of yourself. But you are not losing, you are being rescued. You are being protected from a love that cannot give you what you deserve. And if you trust me, I will replace it with a love so sure, so steady, so undeniable, that you will look back one day and thank me for saving you from this confusion. This message is not for everyone, it is for you. Don't push it away. Don't pretend you didn't hear it. God is begging you to listen, because your future depends on it. If you skip this, you will stay stuck. But if you receive it, you will step into the kind of love you have prayed for all your life. Point 2 and this is for you, and you alone. Don't try to push it aside, don't scroll past it. God says, I am still speaking because you need to hear this until it breaks through every lie you've been telling yourself. I see you reading this with tears in your eyes, whispering, but he told me he loves me. He said I'm the one. God says, he may have said the words, but words without action are clouds without rain. You cannot build a garden from empty clouds. You cannot build a future from promises that never take root. God says, I have seen you waiting on texts, waiting on calls, waiting on explanations that never fully come. You wake up every morning hoping today will be the day he says, I've let her go. You go to bed every night telling yourself maybe tomorrow. But I need you to know that your life is too precious to live in the maybe tomorrow. Your soul is too valuable to keep suspended in someone else's indecision. You have been patient long enough. You have been silent long enough. You have been praying long enough. I am answering you now. This is the answer you asked for. You see, his heart is like a room with two doors. One opens to you, one opens to her. He walks back and forth between the doors, tasting both worlds, never fully closing either. And you think if you love him enough, if you wait long enough, he will finally close her door and open yours fully. But God says, that is not love, that is a trap. That is how you lose yourself. That is how you waste years waiting for a man to become someone he is not ready to be. God says, a man who truly loves you will not keep another woman in his world. He will not need time to figure it out. He will not confuse you with mixed signals. When a man is sure, he is sure. He will show you with consistency, with clarity, with courage. If you have to keep guessing where you stand, then you are not standing on solid ground. And I, the Lord, want you on solid ground. I want you planted, secure, protected, cherished. God says, stop confusing passion with commitment. Stop confusing attention with devotion. He may be passionate, he may even be obsessed, but obsession does not equal loyalty. Passion can fade, attention can shift, but devotion is proven in the hard choices. If he has not chosen to remove her from his life, then he has not chosen you completely. That is the hard truth, and it will save your heart if you accept it. And God says, do not hate her. She is not your enemy. She is not the one keeping him from you. His own choices keep him divided. His own weakness keeps her there. You could fight her, you could cry, you could beg, but it would not change him. Only he can decide who he is and what he wants. Your job is not to fix his heart, your job is to protect yours. I am telling you this because I love you. Because I have a plan for you. Because there is a man prepared for you who will not need to be convinced, who will not need to figure things out, who will not place you in a competition you never asked to enter. There is a man who will choose you instantly, fully, and without hesitation. But as long as you cling to the one who keeps her there, you cannot meet the one who is ready for you. God says, you must let go of what is breaking you so you can receive what will build you. You must close the door to confusion so you can open the door to clarity. This is not a loss, this is a rescue. This is not rejection, this is redirection. I am not taking something from you, I am pulling you out of something that was never truly yours. Listen carefully, because I am warning you with love. The more you give to a man who is still holding on to another, the more you will drain yourself. You will find yourself empty, bitter, and wondering why you are never enough. But you are enough. You were always enough. His divided heart is not a reflection of your worth, it is a reflection of his weakness. Don't let his weakness convince you that you are unworthy of strength. God says, this is your turning point. You can either keep circling the same pain, or you can step out of it. I will give you the courage to walk away if you ask me. I will heal the heartbreak you fear if you trust me. I will lead you to the love you have prayed for if you surrender what you are clinging to. This tea is where God starts to touch the softest parts of your heart. He says, I know you are tired of crying. I know you keep replaying every moment, every promise, every I love you, he whispered. You keep asking, if he really loves me, why does she still exist in his life? And because no one has given you an honest answer, you've started blaming yourself. You've started thinking maybe you're not enough. Maybe if you just do more, look better, give more, wait longer, he will finally leave her. God says, stop. That's the lie the enemy wants you to believe, that your worth depends on someone else's decision. God says, your worth is fixed. It was written before you were born. You are not a runner-up. You are not a substitute. You are not a temporary fill for someone else's emptiness. You are a whole, chosen soul. And because you are whole, you can never be fulfilled by half-love. You can never be satisfied by a man whose loyalty is split. That's why this feels so heavy, because your soul knows it's not your portion. You need to see this clearly. His words and his touch may feel like love, but his indecision is telling you the truth about his heart. A man who is truly in love but keeps another woman in his life is a man who hasn't healed something in himself. He may love you, but he also loves the comfort of having options. He may love you, but he also fears the responsibility of cutting off what no longer belongs. This isn't about you not being enough, it's about him not being ready to live at the level your heart deserves. And God says, you have been praying for clarity, and that is why I am speaking now. I am pulling back the veil so you can see what is really happening. Every time you feel that sharp ache in your chest, that's me whispering, this isn't it. This isn't all I have for you. Every time you wake up feeling unsettled, that's me nudging you to let go. Because as long as you hold on to this, you cannot receive what I have prepared. Listen to me, I am not punishing you. I am protecting you. This isn't rejection, it's redirection. I am trying to keep you from spending years in a waiting room you were never meant to sit in. I have already written a love story for you where there is no other woman, no confusion, no divided heart. I have prepared a man whose loyalty is as strong as his passion, whose heart is as whole as yours. But he cannot walk into your life until you walk out of the one who is still halfway somewhere else. And God says, this is your moment of courage. You don't have to hate him. You don't have to make a dramatic scene. You don't even have to announce it. You just have to quietly decide that you are done participating in your own heartbreak. You just have to quietly choose your peace over his indecision. That choice will open heaven's door for you. I know you're afraid. I know you're thinking, if I let go, what if I lose everything? What if no one else ever loves me like he does? God says, that fear is a lie. You will not lose everything. You will lose what was draining you. You will lose the ache. You will lose the waiting. And in its place, you will gain peace. You will gain clarity. You will gain the kind of love you thought only existed in your prayers. Heaven wants you to understand, healing doesn't start when he leaves her, healing starts when you decide you are done competing. Healing starts when you stop trying to earn someone else's choice. Healing starts when you accept that real love will never require you to wait for it to be free. God says, I am standing right beside you now. Even as you read this, I am strengthening your spine. I am wiping your tears. I am whispering, you're going to be okay. You're going to see why this had to end. You're going to smile again. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning of a page. You are not walking into emptiness, you are walking into your destiny. And the man I have for you will not bring ghosts into your home. He will not bring confusion into your heart. He will not bring another woman into your story. He will bring peace, protection, joy, and clarity. This is where God starts to teach you how to move out of the pain and back into your own life. He says, I see how tired you are. I see how you've been replaying conversations, messages, memories, hoping they will start to make sense. I see how you keep searching for signs that he's finally ready to let her go. But child, I am showing you something higher now. This isn't about you doing more, this isn't about waiting longer, this isn't about proving yourself. This is about reclaiming what is yours, your peace, your time, your dignity, your future. You've been living with an open wound because you believed it was proof of your love. But real love doesn't keep you bleeding. Real love brings healing. When I said in my word that love is patient, I did not mean wait forever while your heart breaks. I meant patience between two people already committed to one another. You are not obligated to stay in pain to prove you're patient. You are allowed to leave what is not whole. Here is how you begin to step out. Stop building your days around his decisions. Stop letting your happiness depend on whether he texted you, whether he canceled on her, whether he finally said the right thing. Each time you center your life around his next move, you shrink yourself. Each time you bring your heart back to me and away from his indecision, you grow. You do this by small, quiet acts. Wake up and pray not, "Lord, help him choose me," but, "Lord, help me choose myself. Help me choose the life you wrote for me. Help me choose peace." Unfollow what triggers your pain. Stop scrolling for evidence. Stop rehearsing the words he might say. Start creating space for newness. This is how you begin to detach without hatred, without drama, without begging. This is how you begin to heal. God says, when you do this, a shift begins in the spirit. You will notice your tears stop coming as easily. You will notice the ache dulls. You will start feeling glimpses of peace you haven't felt in months. That is me, healing you in the middle of the night, knitting your heart back together. It won't happen in one day, but it will happen. And as you heal, you will begin to see him differently. You will no longer see a man you have to save, you will see a man you can release. And then, without you forcing it, new doors will open. New conversations. New friendships. New opportunities. Your world will begin to expand again. This is not because you're replacing him with someone else. This is because you're replacing pain with possibility. When you stop gripping what is not yours, your hands are free to receive what is. God says, I know you're afraid that letting go will leave you empty. But you're not empty. You're making room. Room for the kind of love that does not have another woman hiding in its shadow. Room for the kind of love that doesn't ask you to compete, to wait, to beg. Room for the kind of love I wrote for you before you were born. Even now, as you read this, heaven is moving on your behalf. I am arranging the right people, the right moments, the right timing. All I ask is that you step out of confusion so you can step into clarity. Stop thinking you are losing. You are not losing. You are finally stepping into the blessing that has been waiting for you. You don't have to do it all at once. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to take one step, one small, quiet, steady step back toward yourself and toward me. Each step will bring more light. Each step will bring more peace. Each step will bring you closer to the life and the love that will never make you feel second again.